A very good evening to all the students. Today, I'm going to teach an introduction to plant physiology. Students, let me share a whiteboard with all of you so that you can understand basically what is plant physiology. The topic is plant physiology. Plant physiology is a branch of study in botany dealing with physiological processes or functions of plant. That is physiological processes are functions of plants. Precisely, it's a study of variation and structure of plants at molecular and cellular level. At molecular and cellular level, resulting in physiological, ecological, and biochemistry related aspects of plant exploration. With terrestrial plants evolving, special techniques, procedure were needed to study the survival with a distinction between water and carbon dioxide. Plant physiology deals with different plant structures and the functioning. It enables analysis, that is, processes in plants like photosynthesis, mineral nutrition, respiration, transportation, and ultimately plant development and growth. Development and growth of plant, which are traits displayed by living entities. The description in this context of cellular activities is in molecular parameters. So let us have a detailed look at the plant physiology for better conceptual understanding of the topic. Now, let us study the physiology of plant parts. Let me study here. Physiology of the plants, that is parts of plant. Let us see first leaves. Leaves are an important organ of plant. They can grow in variety of shape and size. They are primary centers of photosynthesis. They are the primary centers of photosynthesis, students. Then the next part we have stem. Stem provides support and structure to the plant. They perform very important functions such as plant growth. They compete in and survive in different environments. The structure of stem differs in different species. Then the other very important part for physiology is roots. The roots are underground part of plant that absorb water and nutrients from soil. That is why they are very, very important. Then we have vascular bundles, that is xylem and phloem. It is PHLOEM, phloem. These form the vascular tissues of the plant. They are also known as sap. They transport water, sugars, and other important substances between root, stem, and leaves, that is, whole plant itself. Now, next, let us study the functions of plants related to plant physiology. First one, transportation in plants. Transportation in plants. Plants have a distinct vascular system, that is, everybody knows it is xylem and phloem, which helps in transporting nutrients and water from roots to all the parts of the plant through translocation. The transport of water and nutrients in rooted plants is unidirectional or multidirectional. Mode of transmission can either be passive, which occurs through diffusion, or facilitated diffusion, to be precise, can be through active mode carried out by specific membrane proteins, which are called as pumps. Water plays a very important role in carrying out physiological activities. Hence, the importance of plant-water relation is also very important. The concept of water potential helps in comprehending the water movement, the movement of water through terms such as solute potential, pressure potential. Even at cellular level, students, osmosis takes place in plants, which allows movement of molecules in and out of the cell. Transpiration is also another important aspect, crucial for life cycle of plants in plant physiology. Then the second basic function we have mineral nutrition. Plant nutrition is a very important aspect, and it's very plays a key role in the growth of plants. These minerals are very essential for plants. The deficiency causes many negative effects on the growth of the plant. Deficiency symptoms and mechanism of absorption of these elements, it conveys the importance of nitrogen fixation. Macro and micronutrient presence in plant carry out essential processes such as cell membrane permeability, osmotic concentration of the cell, sap, and its maintenance, enzyme activity as well. If there is inadequate supply of these macro and micronutrients, it can lead to critical concentration in plants. Finally, it might cause necrosis also. Apart from other essential element, nitrogen fixation also takes place in plants. So next function which we are going to discuss in brief today is photosynthesis in higher plants. Plants synthesize their own food through photosynthesis, hence they are called as autotrophs. All of us know this very well. Photosynthesis is very important since it is a primary source of food for all living entities on Earth, and it releases a very important chemical, that is oxygen in the atmosphere, which we inhale to live. It takes place in chloroplast through light and dark reactions using four very important pigments, that is chlorophyll, as all of us know, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll, and carotenoids. Extracting energy from oxidizable substances and storing in form of bond energy in phosphorylation. In plants, there is cyclic and non-cyclic phosphorylations, photophosphorylations, which are taking place. During photosynthesis, Calvin cycle takes place through a set of four chemical reactions. Now, next function I'm going to brief you out is respiration in plant. This is another very important aspect of plant physiology. Food that is required for life processes, where it comes from? It comes from photosynthesis. Cellular respiration results in release of energy used for the synthesis of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which involves glycolysis or glycolysis. Aerobic respiration leads to complete oxidation of organic substance, students, that is in presence of oxygen, which is common in higher organisms. To release and utilize energy stored in molecules, they undergo following steps. What are the steps? The first step is electron transport system or electron transport chain, and the second is oxidative phosphorylation. Another important aspect of respiration is respiratory quotient. Respiratory quotient. The ratio of volume of carbon dioxide released to the volume of oxygen consumed gives the respiratory quotient. What is that? I repeat, students. Ratio of volume of carbon dioxide released to the volume of oxygen consumed gives the respiratory quotient. Now, let us see the last and major function of in plant physiology, that is plant growth and development. The process of plant development starts right from germination under favorable conditions for growth. Generally, plant growth is determinate as they retain the capacity to grow throughout their lives because of the presence of meristems. Presence of meristems. The growth of plant is, however, measurable through parameters such as dry weight, increase of fresh weight, length, area, volume, cell number, etc. The period of plant growth is categorized into three phases. That is, period of plant growth or growth of plant is categorized into three phases. The first phase is meristematic. The second phase is elongation. And the third phase is maturation. The growth rate can be determined quantitatively in two ways, that is absolutely growth rate and relative growth rate. That is absolute growth rate and relative growth rate. The growth of plants is controlled by plant growth regulators. Plants also produce compounds such as phytochromes, which are light sensitive and stimulate the growth of plants in response to the signals from the environment, students. Plant physiology is a very, very important topic. Here, this is a basic introduction of plant physiology, the parts of the plants which is there in physiology, and the functions of plant physiology. Very, very important functions. In our next video, you're going to see in detail each and every function of plant physiology. Thank you for watching, students.